Today I want to talk about dreaming. Why I think it's important to continue to dream, and why I don't think we should ever really lose that. So, dreaming, the dreaming I'm talking about is the dreaming like planning the future, wanting, when you're a kid and you're like, dreaming about your future job. I wanted to be a garbage man because I thought it would be super cool to ride the back of the garbage truck down all the streets and stuff. Now, as I got older, the dream changed, and I think I wanted to be an astronaut, and I still would go in space in a heartbeat. And then it changed into a race car driver, mechanic, and now my dream is to make YouTube videos and make an income at doing so. Now, there's also like dreaming like the house you want to live in, or the car you want to have, or the life you want to have. And I think all those things are important as long as they're realistic and they have meaning behind them. Because I feel like if you dream without really knowing why, it won't have any substance to it. You won't go anywhere with it. What I would like to do today is maybe dream a little bit with you. Now, last time I did this, me and my fiance were in the yard and just dreaming about like what this place could look like if we had an unlimited budget. Pick whatever you want and imagine you had an unlimited budget to do with what you want, or you had unlimited means, whatever that was. Let me get my coffee real quick because it is cold out here. A house is always a fun one. It's like, what do you want your forever house to be? Me, personally, I don't necessarily want a huge house. I would like a simple house, organized and clean, but the house is useful. But also there's little things like in the living room, I would want a nice open space for rugs and stuff. That way when my kids are playing, they have plenty of space to play. Now, the house isn't that important to me. It's more of a needs to have a place to work and play and relax and sleep and do things like that. It is a place to come home to. Now, the outdoor space, to me, I like a little more, and so if I were to have my dream house, I think I would have one of those attached greenhouses. Awesome. That way there's an outdoor space that is covered and has plenty of greenery. You can go big, and in some ways I kind of want to. I want like huge, like palm trees and pineapples growing, and this could be in Colorado, right? I want a koi pond in the middle of it with a hot tub in there so you can relax in your jungle, right? Now that would be awesome. I would totally live there. Now, if I take it back to reality a little bit, I think you could do a lot of those things in a space. Maybe not the palm trees, because you'd need some height for that, but you could do a lot of the others. The hot tub, the koi pond, the jungle atmosphere, all that could be done. So now you look at outdoor space, I would love to either be on a lake or a creek of some sort. And I would love to have the creek or the lake. So I'd love to have, if I was on a lake, it would be a pump running water up into a creek that comes back down to the lake. And then you could have a pond at the top where you have some fish, some koi or whatever. And the waterfall coming down is more for decoration, but also for sound and ambiance. There'd be fire pit, there would be seating area, and there'd be big trees, huge trees, because you need the separation of like sun and shade, and you need all those spaces so when it's dead summer, you still have a place to sit outside. And it doesn't feel artificial. So you see what I'm doing? Like, I'm just building up because I want to dream big. And then I want to kind of look at it and be like, okay, Some of this is realistic. Either find a lake or a creek where you can make what you want and then build the house there and the greenhouse and all that kind of stuff. So there's my realistic side talking, and I realize that that's 100% doable. It's important to dream regularly about what you actually want. It's awesome and fun to dream big and ridiculous, and I recommend you doing that with another person because it makes it even more ridiculous. But it's also important to dream about your life and where you want to go and how you want to get there and make it realistic, you know? Like today, let's go as simple as today. I want to dream what I want to do today. Build/plan catio. Take pictures and walk, relax, read 40 pages, and read if. So I'm actually gonna do this one first. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you've given your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose your common touch, if neither foes or loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. So I'm currently on my walk, taking photos. So here are a few that I liked the most. So it's the end of a day. It's not the end of the same day. Unfortunately, I did not finish everything that was my goal or dream, but I did get about halfway through the reading, and I did plan when I'm going to do the catio, and that is tomorrow, Tuesday. I planned that yesterday for Tuesday, so I just needed to note that, so it was just here on video. Right now I'm outside just enjoying a beer and trying to end the day. The only other thing that we talked about maybe trying to do was to dream a little more. Let's dream something ridiculous to end all this off. If you were to have a spaceship as a house, what would it look like? Something like Star Trek would be really appealing to me. Something like the Enterprise, especially the next gen Enterprise, where it's like big enough where you can have everything from like hydroponics to, you know, swimming pools to, you know, whatever you wanted. That would be awesome. But at the same time, there's something appealing of how about having like almost a small freighter, you know, Millennium Falcon style, or even smaller, you know. So that's a big dream. What would your dream be if it was a spaceship? I think I would have it sleek and fast, and it would be able to accommodate, you know, it's big but not huge, you know, and you could have a few people on it, but it's not a town. And definitely you need transporters. That's a must. Yeah, I think that's a good one. What's another? So to end, let's think of a dream. A big one. Let's toast this or end this video with a big dream. Oh, what would your perfect job be? You know, I'm not saying winning the lottery. I'm saying if you got the job you wanted and it was everything you wanted and you got paid a very handsome sum to be there. One thing I always wanted to do, always, I thought it would be the coolest thing to have my own car company, to design a car and make it from scratch. But other than that, I think doing something like YouTube where I have the freedom to create and design the things that I want to design and build and be creative, like that is definitely a dream. And that's the one I'm aiming for. And I think it's doable for pretty much any dream that we come up with. I mean, I think we can all pretty much dream and try and make 80% of it a reality. And so I think it's, for me, I'm gonna try and dream a lot more frequently, and this is just the start with this kind of video. And I want to hear what your guys' dreams are, what you think. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.